I want to talk to this. I've been looking at a way how to cogently talk to you about it, but I think I've got to figure it out to a degree. So bear with me. La sinento eti as black people, sinenkinga. We can't seem to take care of our community, of our people. There's a lot of our people that are not doing well in front of us, and we're not making actively any effort to remedy the situation. Asikwazi ukunakekela ngesidlula. Excuse me. There's a blossoming of flowers here, so yeah, I'm passing on my sinuses, but it's fine. So here's the thing, guys. Ezinye ingane le games idlala kanje. I'm gonna make examples by kakhulu using the Semitic tribes, the Semites. Mawubheka lama Semites lawa are predominant amabili. One is in Islamic, the other one is Zionist. Very prominent, very famous, and they are famous for one thing. They are so wealthy, we can even label them as wealth hoarders. They're hoarding wealth. It's a fact. They are hoarding all the wealth. Inequality in emhlabeni is affected by them. Now, it's fine. They are hoarding all the wealth. Most of them are evil and corrupt people. But kunento abayenzayo that you don't do. They take this thing of giving and taking care of each other very, very seriously. They don't play with that one. Abadlali nje. So much so that they've even codified it as a culture in the law. With the Muslims, they are very specific about it. When you are living amongst your Muslim brothers, the north, the south, the east, and the west of you, make sure they have a place to sleep, they're comfortable, they have something to eat, they have something to put to some clothes to wear. They practice this. So Abdul, who is struggling, Bambond, or Abdul Shem, so how do we do? How do you assist Abdul? Okay, it's fine. Spend by next door, Abdul is not doing so well. No, I don't need stuff, but it's fine. Abdul can come. No problem. Abdul suddenly has a position in the flow of the store. But and gets paid monthly. This is what the Muslim brothers are doing. They take care of each other that way. Now, suffices to say that the black Muslims don't get really in that situation. It's more of a, these black Muslims here, we can use them as our workers. So there's a situation where they are not trying to help you out, instead they're trying to exploit you. But this is the story from the time. But amongst themselves, the Masemites now, they take over each other to, oh Abdul, okay, awunayo uhlala sofuna ukuthatha umakoti. Hey Abdul, isikhathi sokushaya sesishaya isikhathi sokuthi ngathi ungithathe manje ube nomngakho. Okay. How's the situation? Okay. Alright, nansi ngane yasibanibani. Yasibanibani Abdul, sibona ukuthi ngayifana ntombi yakho. Okay. Hayi, no problem. But what do we do with the situation? Bazohlala lapho. Oh, okay, no. They can come live in my house. I have a big yard, no problem. That can happen. Hambe Abdul, umuzi wakhe yakhula. Okay. All right. And he's been working here so long. They realize now, okay, we need another store in another part of town that's going to sell 1, 2, 3, and 4. Abdul, you've been here for some time. Why don't you go and manage that store? And then we'll increase your salary. He goes and manages the store. They pay him better. They can even go further and say, okay, let's buy him a house, or whoever the rich guy is. Because no, Abdul can use that house that I just bought down there. And Bagni has a loan, we can live in it. If it's not in the condition, they come together, they refurbish it, renovate it. You are able to live there with your wife and your kids, and you're working for Mahmoud or somebody there. That's what the Muslim brothers are doing. That's how they practice amongst themselves, as the Semites or the Indian Muslims. They're very specific about it. Like I said, we're not going to talk too much about what happens with the Black brothers. Now, the point here is, here you have a group that identifies in a certain sect of religion, and they use that particular religion and its code to the benefit of themselves collectively. Yeah, that's the thing that is always making me always arguing with Black people and religions. These children, they take religions as a thing of a nation. They never look at Islam as your personal experience. They look at it as, if Allah is almighty and powerful, He's almighty and powerful for all of us. Black people will tell you, no, but we know Jesus works for me. They talk about themselves, this is what He has done. Yeah. What about the rest of your kind? So they codified this thing of giving to each other and building each other up. And this makes a community able to thrive. Now, let's examine our own community. How's it working out? Because regardless of whatever religion we go into, we can never seem to grasp what's going on and do what other children are doing. We would happily take easy or as I say, okay, I also want to have a fancy car. Meanwhile, you are not really looking at that person in his community, how everything, we look at the shiny things of whites and want them without looking at how they structure their community and allow it to thrive and build it up in such a way that they are able to accumulate enough wealth and security to be able to obtain those things. Say now, let's go to the other Semites, the Jews, the Zionists. They also have a code. You look at the Talmud there, it's a very supremacist thing where they believe the chosen race is very, very, very racial and segregatory. But when you go through it, take patience to go through the Talmud, it's repugnant, yes. But when you go through it, you realize, no, okay, or whatever they are doing, they're doing it for the collective. You know, this is why you never meet a Jew in the street begging. Yeah, go fit and say a degree like I'm begging for a job. And these are the people who are holding vast amounts of wealth in Kladen. They are the worst holders. They born a petty young man. And what do? They make sure that all the Jews are taken care of. It's not true that Jews are smart. Not all of them are smart and educated and brilliant. No. They lift each other up so much that you can never tell where their weak points are in terms of wealth and proper living and quality of life. And they even go further. They don't display wealth. They make it a code to keep a low profile. They have all the billions and trillions are with them, but they are so discreet about it. The Muslim brothers, because some of them are Indians, they'll tend to show off there and there. It's all well. But now, banayo futhi i-code. Khona i-code yabo ethi, if you have clothes, buy new clothes, those clothes, you must wear them until their last thread before tenancy. My devil we perish and wear it. So they're in the hadith. They have codes. They know, don't be opulent. And then when you tell black people, no, but guys, you can't be buying a Maserati when there are poor black kids there who can't afford university fees, they feel like it's no more now. They feel like it's ever old. But really, it's just a matter of individual thinking versus nation thinking. Us who think in terms of nation cannot understand the individualism that comes with the opulence that black people portray. We are the poorest race in terms of how we manage our wealth. We have wealth, but we are unable to manage it. We are therefore very poor. So we can't really afford to be displaying excess. It just looks bad. And no matter how much you slice it, I'm sure even the other children are like, oh, but why are these wealthy black people not doing something about the condition of blacks? We don't have a culture of giving. So we need to make it a culture. We need to codify this thing of taking care of each other, because it's not true, we never had it. Because what happened was, when they found us here, basifika sipembelane ibaya. We take a man who doesn't have a kraal, we give him a cow, a heifer, and a bull. We work him through it until bonakala ukuthi isibaya siyakhula. Oh, you don't have a home. Oh, okay, let's build this home for you together. Hlangana emakhelwane kulandwe intingo kwakhiwe uvuka umusi. We didn't have poverty and starvation like we do now. We didn't, because we had a code that aligned with nationhood, and giving each other and sharing with each other is core to it. So we need to go back to that one, because there's this nyingane aziluzanga ingakho besimisa in every aspect, but dila nathi. You know, abantu bami get so bad at this that even in workplaces you are gatekeeping. You are gatekeeping there. You don't want this one to outshine you. You don't want this one to be friends of whites because when you came here first. You feel like this one is taking bread away from you when literally you are earning more than him because you have more experience. You could be helping each other to, They may not even go on what the Hindu Indians do in this country when it comes to workplace. You start a company, you hire Indians, out who? In 10 years, you'll have 20 of them. Now, that one, go and examine it on your own. I don't want to talk about that. But that's just how it is, because they are also having a compact. Oh, okay. Oh, he's Indian. Okay, bruh. Kukanje Spanish was. Nina hapa, if there are opportunities, senifuna ukuthi nilali nganzabantu, whether it's a man or woman, and senandaba. Sekubele baje, nilali ukuze nifakane emsebenzini. Companies that you don't even own, but you are so jealous to have other blacks coming in there. Don't even want your cousin to come and work at your firm or phone. Morning. But yeah, it's fine. I'm here to go home. You don't just fighting. Let us have a culture of giving. I'm trying to heal you as much as I can. And it doesn't have to be someone unento who can tell you what to do. Learn to accept your argumentum ad hominem leni funde uma wenu ayisebenzi. Here's what you do. Someone comes to you and tells you, hey, listen, black people, let's stop doing this and that and that. The first impulse is, who's that? What do they do? What do they have? Wow, loyo akanamali, ngeke size umuntu ngokuthi, ngeke size umuntu ongenayo, akakwazi ngisho ukugqoka, akanayo ngisho iMercedes. What can we hear? Because this is the type of people you are. This is why you can't be helped by anyone. And then the brain computer wants to know, who do they expect to come and tell them really? Who is qualified to tell them what to do with their lives? if it's not a person that looks like them? Where is this perfect being that is supposed to come from somewhere else to come and tell them? Because there's a thing that's trending here. I got Tamara telling women what to do, what not to do. They're losing their minds. And they're saying, yes, is Tamara, because now, ufana nathi. Like, yeah, exactly what I should hear from her. Because ufana nathi. I understand my people sometimes. Because it seems to me, even if I feel which is as much as what to do, you are going to take out if I kill a fellow from Matthew Banban. No look. Where now? What touch a man's or pendulum I not take about. So now. That's what you are going to do. If we are following this logic of yours, you need to hear from people who are of a particular status and grandeur. So here, nalelani mantsheba ngithekile le yokunikana nokuphana nokulekelelana yenzeni ukuthi beyiculture isiyaka ngama-trauma ukuthi umuntu masimsizile ukuthi umuntu masimsizile ukuthi no angithi siyakha asakhenike manje bafethu asakheni. Let us build. That's why I'm starting with a small exercise. Let's buy shoes. Let's buy a uniform. Because I want to make it a habit. Every year, this is what we're doing. Somewhere there in the future, we are going to do even bigger things. Some of the things, I think could never dream about doing that. I've done things I don't even have in my head, but I've managed to do certain things. I don't like to talk about it because I'm not managing stressful, but I've got things done. And I just do it and move. But ngiyazi ukuthi lapha ngashiya ngenza ukuthi bese ngihamba. And the way I just keep to myself, I think people are not even noticing until you go there. Now everyone is happy to see you and shaking your hand. So make it a culture. Culture land. Let's find a way to codify lento ukuthi kwakhiwe isizwe ukupha nokunikela. Lisiyeke ngalento yenu yokunikela emasontweni. Because I think that's where it got lost. Kwafika lento yamasonto and then kwathiwa nikele 10% emasontweni. Nah, no, okay. We will stop taking care of each other and we'll take care of the church. But is the church taking care of you? Is the church taking care of a society, the community of black folks? Has the church ever taken care of black folks now? Well, I mean, you see your pastors. It's even worse now. Well, none of that because babe disaster ngokuthi bazokhanda iy'kole, buy some land, buy omama bezotshala kwenziwe yeah, babezama they ama-missionaries now and then. Khona the seminary there. I remember there's an American missionary thing that came in, had Germans there. My grandmother went to London, and she would tell me all the things that they were learning. And you could see what, okay, well, they were very serious about trying to impart some skills. But today, you get Abu Pastor, all they're doing is they are taking your money, building mansions, and they're taking a Mercedes Benz and so on. Someone asked a very interesting question. I think it was on TikTok, because it's been shared with me. The question was, leli lakashembele elinabantu abangaka sezingaki iy'kole abazakhile ama-crashing, how many children are they sending to varsity? Because kuyabonakala ukuthi hayi imali ikhona lapha, senimakhele izindlu zo-6,000 eyedwa, nimthengela ingquvungquvu BMW X1, X7, X9, wara with them heavy artillery, proof glass windows and body armor, shiny convoy, unyas. Yeah. How many children is Shemberino sending to varsity yearly? Because we are so nalabo abanye sebabuza. These are the basic simple things. How many homes are they building for abantu ukuthi ngoba ke wethu ukhonzela ekhaya siyabona ukuthi hayi akuhambi kahle, sizoshaya isikhwama-ke la ekhaya, sekushaya isikhwama sokuthi kuthengwe ipika, shaya isikhwama sokuthi uyokwakhelwa for room lapha. And since they are traditional men, ukhandela for room lapha yana, uthengwe isithole, nesithodla uphembe isibaya. Are the Shemberinos doing that? No, they are just busy doing what black people always do, taking responsibility and throwing it on top of someone. Ongahlangene nayo lo nto. Asikwenze kube ikhajo ukunikela, because really I'm not trying to attack anybody's religion here. I'm saying sithathe religion sayenza as if it's something that it's not. I-religion yanikezwa abantu abaronke, abantu abamathatha. That is the problem. Angisho ukuthi there's nothing wrong with religion, but angathi yanikezwa abantu abaronke abamathatha. We have lost the capacity of ukuyicabangela as a people in the race on account of this thing. But yeah, so let's codify lento yokuthi siyanikela, siyapha, siyalekelelana, no matter what. Let us codify this thing ukuthi akukwazi ukuthi kube nengane yamakhelwane ehlakaniphile ephenduka impuphu nje. Mina ngahamba ngayivasithi ngathola iziqu, ngaba unjiniyela, ngathola i-masters ebunjiniyela, ngihola u-15,000 nge-hour. Ngihola u-20,000 nge-hour. But nansi ingane yamakhelwane. Ngiyayibona ukuthi mhlawumbe lengane yaphasa, but I have no interest. I'm just saying, because I'm ngenazi la nina niza la kule channel isikhathi esiningi I can see ukuthi this is your middle class people. Gcwele ifundiswa la ekhaya. It's a stages zonke. Hlula ngisho kusendela mina i-80 100 futhi i-80 60 rand laphana. Hlula nje ukhipha 60 rand uthe king, yeah no, ngiyakuzwa mfowethu. Content yakho le ngoba nithi ama-content masikhuluma nani simnyala senilapha awubambe naneti yabo uthi hey hlula ngisho ukujoin i-membership kodwa amaqhamu ubhushiri la manje ngithi go deeper man of God ngikhipha amamiliyoni angisho ukuthi nikezani imali ngithi lapha kini emakhaya akuyinikeze iduty ukuthi ake ngiyobheka ukuthi ubani engimfaka entweni. Qale nje ngoyedwa utarget oyedwa ungazami ukwenza kakhulu awutarget oyedwa nje. Ngani ngoba ithinto-ke mina ngithanda ukwenza kakhulu lento le yama-law of attraction. Ngeke nginizwe ngikhuluma nje lapha emagrupini laba bakholelwa ku-law of attraction kodwa bastinge at the same time. Ithinto if upha isandla sakho sivulekile you get more in return, or you are supposed to get more in return. But we don't know this in the black community because black people don't give to each other. They will give to other people, but not each other. And I have seen some Jews talking about this. They realize that the more they give, the more wealthy, or the more they get in return. I've seen some white people, Europeans, talking about this. I've seen Indians, I've seen all kinds of people, but as but I realized no, it's because you are stingy, and you are stingy to the wrong people. You are stingy to the people that you are supposed to be taking care of. And the same people that you're supposed to be taking care of, abantu aba sensitive kakhulu bashesha ukuswela and inhliziyo zabo ziyabamba. And you wonder why kule stinginess yenu. You may thrive, but it's very hollow. And we can't get a grip on the thing of generational wealth. Because ihamba ne-curse ungafuni ukunakekela abantu fangabe banakekela. I'm not saying you owe anyone anything. This is not about that. This is about building a nation. I didn't start this channel just for me. YouTube. As long as I can above even 8,000 like I. So really, it's a non-profit thing that I'm doing. Ngifuna ukuthi ngiphile mina. That's all. Then I can die happy. I'm not talking here because you know, but even if I did, so what? Because all the people that hate your guts, you are feeding them. You tell them 1.3 million. That money, the same people are not going. Same people are going. You are feeding them your heart-earned man, and you are proud of it. I'm not PM. I'm a messages. Spend. Anyway, I'm just saying, let us codify lento yokunikela. Sibe abantu abanakekela isizwe sethu. yeah, nibe nobusuku obuhle. Angifuni lo nginkrante kakhulu ngalolu daba, but that's what I wanted to talk about today.